back for some more quizzes. So today we're going to be doing what kind of magic do you possess? And it says, ever wonder if you have something more supernatural within you? 9 questions, 9 elements, good, bad, and neutral. All kinds are welcome, and what do you think your magic is? I don't know. I wish I had some kind of magic. I wish this was like a Harry Potter type situation, because if y'all don't know, I have the Death Eater tattoo on me, and I know that's like not good because I serve the Dark Lord, but no, that's not. No. But yeah, no, let's just get right into it. God, it's so weird. It's so weird and nostalgic just being back on Quotev because this was, if y'all don't know, it's pretty much like WATTPAD before WATTPAD became WATTPAD, I guess. I'm pretty sure it was out before WATTPAD. Quotev is like the OG place where you would post stories, but this one you can post quizzes and make your own shit and surveys and all of that good stuff, which is pretty nice. So yeah, let's just get right into it. You walk into a dark library and there's one table illuminating by one large, slightly melted candlestick. Approaching the table, you see 9 books, all of different shapes, sizes, and colors. Which do you take? The pure white book has a melted crystal in the middle of the hardcover. Thin strings sprout from underneath the crystal and keep the book shut. The candle's flames coat over it in oranges, reds, and yellows. A black book that seems so black it has no reflection, yet it looks to be radiating a white light. The polar opposite to the black book with no reflection, this book, almost made entirely of light, appears to be leaking from the black mist from its pages. The strange contents intrigues you. The golden tomb with the blue patterns coming from behind, a small sapphire in the center of the book, and tracing the edges excites you. The color pops out in a way that none of the others seem to accomplish. Small and insignificant, the silver book that reminds you of the moon catches your eye for some reason. The outer sides of the pages look worn and tattered, but a used book holds many secrets. A dark brown book with vine-like strings binding the pages together is what draws your attention away from the rest. Tiny emeralds dot the entire cover like green stars, and bits of soil dust on top of the book. A large pearl sits on the middle top of a soft-covered blue book. A thick string circling the entire book twice keeps the book's contents sealed from your eyes. Patterns swirl and twist all around the cover. The black book with red markings tracing the edges of the cover into an R2 in the back shows to be interesting. A small ruby causes dark red light to dance with the flames of the flickering candle all over the cover. No lock appears to be keeping the book's secrets away from you, or the large purple book seems to not have edges due to being shrouded in a dark mist. The book itself is big, but the pages appear thin. An easy read, you guess. Sorry, I just woke up from a nap, so I'm fucking tired. Okay. Oh boy. And I can't just, grab them all. I mean, is there nothing stopping me, or is this like a, mummy situation where if I take the book, then something bad's gonna happen? And then, all of a sudden, here in a stressful situation, my power emerges. I think I'll do the black book with the red markings, because it sounds a lot cooler. You take your new book and head to the library. A door blocks your path. There's no way out except this door. What door do you see? Oh, God. There is no door, but you can see the outside world. It's a beautiful forest with inverted colors. You step closer and realize that there is, in fact, a wooden door with a white handle. A golden door with black markings and black handle. A small window is just tall enough for you to see out the sky. The clouds are dark and it's about to storm. A door made of dark blue wood, leaking even darker blue tree sap, is before you. The silver handle is sticky yet dry, and you hear the rain outside hitting tree leaves and flower petals. A deep orange-colored metal door with a red handle and blue knocker. Patterns of what appear to be red waves are sprawled all over the metal sheet before you, and underneath the door is humid and dry, almost dead. You can't see a door, but you can see an outline of the light behind a patch of darkness. You hear birds on the other side singing and the wind rustling. It sounds peaceful, and if you look harder, maybe you'll find the handle. A pure white door with a handle made of complete purple like darkness. The handle is cool yet burning. You can't hear anything on the other side, making you even more curious about what to see out there. A sliding door with a light blue handle. It slides open, but there's another like it. More and more doors open like waves. The glass door revealing nothing outside, but you can smell the fresh rain and beautiful plants dancing in the air, sweeping through the side of the door. The front door to your home. It feels comforting, though out of place in the dark library. When you reach the handle, you notice that it's way bigger than it is at home. I think I'm going to go with the glass door because it sounds less threatening. You exited the library out the door and you are now outside. Where did the library take you? A beach. Crystal clear waters reflect the burning sun, bouncing off the soft waves and gently caressing your face with its calming sunbeams. A shaded forest of palm trees is little off in the distance, and you follow the beach line, cool water touching your toes as you walk out on the sun-kissed sand. A field of soft wheat, so grown you can barely see over the top of tufts of grain. The sky is full of rain clouds, and the wind picks up, making the wheat strands dance in excitement for the awaited nourishment. A small clearing in the serene forest, a stream of unusual dark blue water trails a barely noticeable path. As you follow the creek, you see your book begin to glow, and encourage you to read as you make your way down the path. Oh god, there's so much fucking... A tunnel made of light with blue glue-like substance outlining where the bricks are. You see a shadow at the end of the tunnel. Whatever it is, you need to follow it, and you run to catch up with it. That sounds like a bad idea. It sounds like a horror movie start, and that's how you die. A dark forest. The leaves on a spindly tree are almost black. No flower is any shade lighter than the light gray, and the only animal in sight are moths. The path before you is made of a faint light that you need to look really close to see, but you follow it anyways. A rocky mountaintop. You can see for miles and miles of fields and forest. The clean, cool air fills your lungs, and you feel completely at peace. You notice a pebbled pathway down the mountain and follow it. You see a clear cobblestone path. Simple. Follow the path whilst reading your new book. Not only are being directly told where to go, but you can listen to your footsteps tap on the stone and figure out when you're not on the path anymore. It's like everything is being done for you today. A dark forest, trees are dead, the sky is gray, plants are dried up, and there's no sign of birds anywhere. Once you step on the dirt path, the forest springs to life. Everything is green, blue, brown, and red. Squirrels, deers, and rabbits seem to appear out of nowhere. You feel the grass grow longer beneath your feet, making a soft, grassy path for you to follow. A forest filled with colors in different places, with trees with blue leaves sparkling with red raindrops, flowers exploding in vibrant purples, blues, and greens, and a forest floor coated in red grass. The sky is silver like the moon, and the sun is dripping blood red drops onto the leaves, and a path of blue grass leads you to where you have to go. Am I on acid? Like, did I just take a bad acid trip? Because that's definitely what all of this sounds like. Is like I'm on some kind of acid trip right now. I think I'm gonna do a small serene forest with the unusual blue water. While continuing on your path, you hear the footsteps/wings beat of an animal behind you. You turn around, clenching your book in your arms. What do you see when you turn around? Oh, God. An otter with orange eyes and blue fur seems to have been following you this whole time. Is this a fucking Pokemon now? Like, did I take acid? Did I take acid while watching Pokemon? Is this what's happening? The small critter looks at you with such curiosity and slowly scampers closer to you, letting out small chitters of sounds. You hold out the back of your hand for him to smell, and his little wet nose gazing the back of your hand. He seems to trust you enough to follow you on the path before you. After a few minutes of walking, he scuttles up on the bag and hangs off your shoulder, so that his small face is resting on his front paws as his back paws cling to your back. You continue on to the path ahead. A blue tiger with golden stripes stands elegantly a few feet away. Her beautiful midnight eyes hold such grace as well as great ferocity. Each step she takes feels like the lightning coursing through the earth, turning to walk away. You call out for her to wait, but to no avail. You follow the lovely creature away from the path. That's a raikou, but okay. A beautiful stag, seemingly made of the earth itself. It looks at you with such authority, and you seem to forget your surroundings, getting lost in the painting of life you see before you. The deer, the terrain, and even the sky. It waltzes away gently, and it's intimidating yet graceful. Yet graceful in nature, it compels you to forget your path and listen to the creature instead. A squirrel with an emerald coat and topaz eyes scampers around searching for fallen seeds. He stops moving when his small orbs meet yours, searching for any signs of danger, but doesn't seem to find any coming from you. Slowly getting closer, you reach out to the tiny creature, only to have him scuttle a foot away. After trying to get close a few more times, you realize he's playing with you, and you chase the little animal off the path, continuing your game of tag. A large purple stallion with glowing white orbs and a pitch-dark mane, the beast cautiously walks towards you, black tufts falling in front of its eyes. It lets out a soft snort, showing it means you no harm. White eyes looking at you with kindness, radiating actual light. Reaching out, you stroke its tangled yet soft midnight mane. Whilst petting the large animal, it kneels down, allowing you to ride it. Hopping onto its sturdy back, the creature stands up, walks down the path you were just following. You continue your way with a gentle giant. A hawk the size of an eagle with blue and white feathers, her gorgeous sapphire orbs look into you. You feel her razor gaze searching your soul, and she flies toward you, shrinking to the size of a smaller hawk and landing on your shoulder. A loud shrill cry emits from the bird before she flies back to her original perch, looking back at you. You walk up to her, but she soars further down your path, making it clear that she will stay by your side, and you continue on your way. A black two-tailed cat saunters up to you and rubs against your leg, purring loudly. You reach down and pet the small animal, earning its affection. While your arm hangs low, the cat hops on your shoulder, parking itself in a comfortable spot. You take this as a sign to move forward with your new companion. A large dark wolf with black coated in mist and shining red eyes. It appears in the middle of a dark clearing, the sunset giving the sky a dark orange glow. His deep crimson eyes stare directly at you, and he flies a few feet away from you as you try to approach, obviously telling you to follow him, which you do. A small silver fox with icy blue eyes and black tufted tail seemed to be too big in comparison to his body. The little animal approaches you and sniffs at your leg, his small black nose twitching in curiosity. You lean down to pet the small canine, which he loves, and nuzzles into your palm. He suddenly turns around and scampers perpendicular to your path, stopping to turn around to see if you're coming with, and you follow your new friend off the path. Oh god, I wonder what kind of acid trip I'm on. I do love the otter, but I like the blue tiger as well. This is so much harder when it comes to animals. Because I just love them all, especially all these weird, made-up ones. Two-tailed cat, large dark wolf. I think I'm gonna go with the large dark wolf. No, I'll go with the small silver fox. Okay. No matter what you do with the animal, you two end up spotting a building. Inside, there's a set of 9 objects on an old wooden table, much like the 9 books you found in the library. It's dark in the room, again, with a single large candle in the middle of the table, illuminating each object clearly. Besides the candle is a note. One of these is for you, no returns. Which object do you choose? A lighter that creates flame of every color to paint life, a golden watch pendant to remember the past times, a white jewel with an illustration on the sunset on it to remember peace, a large copper coin with illustration of a storm on one side and a small hole through the middle to look to what's coming, small pouch of seeds to plant new memories, a small blue key on a silver chain necklace to unlock secrets, a small delicate purple seashell to hear the universe's thoughts, a hooked dagger with black diamonds embedded in the pommel to cut all ties with weakness, a white compass with blue patterns circling the middle to know where the sun sets and rises. I feel like this is also a thing where it's like, oh, what would help you in a situation where if you were lost, or like what kind of, like, if the creatures, like what kind of creature you think would protect you in a certain situation. So I think I'm gonna go with the dagger, just because you never know. Yeah, knives are pretty cool. All right. You take your gift and leave the building, and outside your animal familiar begins acting aggressively, hissing, shrieking, rearing, growling, etc., towards something to your left. What do you see to your left? A small spark flying around a spastic movement, zipping from one place in the air to another. It looks like a tiny firefly, little wings carrying the bright sphere here and there in seconds. You look to your animal, and they seem more curious and aggressive now. Maybe it's safe? Your mother. She's standing. What kind of fucking apples to apples fucking shit is this? She's standing with her side turned to you, giving you enough angle to see her holding a small blanket. It's a baby, but more importantly, it's you. Your animal slowly walks up to her, and she slowly shows the creature the small infant, smiling as your companion nuzzles the child with affection. Your mother doesn't seem to know you and walks down towards the original path with your infant self in her arms and your animal following close behind. Someone you know. You recognize them, but you can't make out their face, so you know it's them, though. They're the person you care most about, and your animal appears to be cautious rather than angry. Why can't you see their face? It looks blurred, as if they were painting and fell wet paint first on the floor, smudging every trace of appearance. You know it's them, and you don't know if you should approach. It's a small, black, feeble-looking creature with unnaturally red eyes. Your animal hates it, so it might as well kill it. It's a simple task. When you go to kill it, the creature becomes a large serpent made of the night itself. Stars sparkle around its eyes, keeping its orbs camouflaged from looking at you. It begins to slither away, but you need to know how it did that. You want to do that. Your animal follows you and the serpent. A large man made of what looks like wooden leaves. The ant-like creature appears 8 feet tall, thin and lanky, but graceful and gentle. Long arms sway with each stride, fingertips almost scraping the ground below. No, that's a siren head, my dude. You might want to run away from that. He passes by, not giving a care to what you may be thinking about his presence. Your animal bows in respect of the man. You become compelled to do as well. After he passes, you realize he is following the same path you once were. What looks like a tiny wisp of glowing blue light, making out the shape of a sphere with little wings and a fading tail. Your animal looks happy to see it, gladly walking up to it and trying to catch the small wisp. You feel a smile appear on your face as you witness this. You see a small pond filled with crystal waters. Small gray pebbles make beautiful patterns at the bottom of the water. Standing across the pond from you is a small girl in a blue dress, soaking wet from just exiting the water. She turns around, spots you, and smiles. Your animal doesn't seem to mind the girl anymore. She walks away from the pond, holding out her small, delicate hand for you to follow her, and your animal is already on their way to join her. That's also a horror movie, and you might not want to do that. A woman in a white dress holding a pair of scales and wearing a blindfold. Also a horror movie, you might want to walk away. You look closer to see she has no eyes. Dry blood splotches circles around where her orbs should be. She looks peaceful, and yet your animal has stopped acting aggressive. Yeah, especially if she has no eyes and is wearing a blindfold and those eyes are dripping with blood, you might want to run. A man surrounded in shadow and outlined in white. He's wearing all black suit and a white tie, glowing in a contrast of darkness radiating from his shadowy skin. He gestures you to come closer, which you find yourself compelled to do. The agitating noises from your animal is what keeps you from going anywhere near the Midnight Man. Yeah, isn't there a fucking movie called The Midnight Man? You might want to not. I'm gonna go with the tiny little wisp of glowing blue light. You follow what you saw into a circular clearing, the fresh grass, beautiful flowers, and big trees surrounding the small patch of green. The one you were following stops before the clearing begins. You stop as well. They tell you that you were the one who brought you to the library to set out the book and set out your gift on the wooden table. How do you respond? Oh, so that tiny little wisp thing, creature, was the one that gave that all to me? Not sure how, but okay. This is all so strange. You bring me here with a book and a gift and not tell me what they're for? Are they dangerous? Are you dangerous? What did you do to get me here? And why did you show me all of this? What secrets do they hold? Can I use them to help or harm others? What of me? What do I do to keep the secrets safe if there is any? What can these do when combined? Do they have specific purpose? Do they unlock something deep within me? And I feel like I need to take a moment to think this through a little more. Why was everything so easy? There wasn't a challenge, yet I received all these words for seemingly nothing. What do I use these for? A book, a creature, and a gift? What do these do, and why do I need them? How do these things affect my life and my life and the life around me? Do they just exist as a book, gift, and a creature? Is there anything special about them? How can these be used? Do I open the book? Do I use my gift on something? And does my animal show me where to go? I don't understand. What do you have to do with all this? And what are the people I care about? Will this hurt them? Do these things hurt others? Are they dangerous in the wrong hands? Or are they just normal objects that don't do anything? Is this animal just a strange creature who found me? What did I do to deserve this? Nothing seemed to be for a reason. I took a book, found an animal, and received a gift. Shouldn't this be for someone who understands what's happening? More like, when is this acid trip gonna be done? I probably would do this one. Like, what do I use these for? Like, what, a book, a creature, and a gift? Like, what do these do? Like, why do I need them? However, you don't get an answer. They've disappeared, leaving you and your animal in the clearing with your gift and book in hand. You see 9 pillars appearing from the ground and stop around 4 feet in height. On the pillars are 9 crystal spheres. Different things are in the spheres. Which one intrigues you the most? Dark clouds cover the top and bottom, leaving room in the middle to see a red lightning cycle from cloud to cloud. A purple and black flower cycling through, blossoming and decaying every minute. A small bowl of darkness held in place by black strings attached to the inner sides of the sphere. The blood moon. Drops of blood fall from the bottom and hit the top, never losing blood. Everything you ever wanted to know and understand, behind a shroud of fog of inside the glass sphere. The blue flame, trapped, burning forever. A small sapling, unable to grow anymore. A white fluffy cloud forming, growing and growing yet never getting bigger. And a never-ending wave circling over and over and crashing into itself. Probably this one. The dark clouds cover the top and bottom. Everything goes dark, and your animal disappears along with your book. All you have is your gift. You're floating in a void. What does this make you think of? Open, space to breathe. Peace, the calm before the storm. A cave, isolated and quiet. After, a place when before ends. Drowning, slipping into darkness. A womb, place of life. Nothingness, when everything began. A prison, trapped, unable to escape. And a mind, a place you find yourself. Probably drowning. If it's something in a void, I feel like it's just slipping into darkness. Alright. Come on, load faster. Looks like aeromancing. You have the ability to control the movement of air. Air is a symbol of peace, pure and clean. Only an open-minded individual can change the currents of the air. Magic of the air and magic of the mind or telekinesis are often confused for each other, but really the only thing they have in common is the need for a clear-minded order to be mastered. Those who have this ability are people you should surround yourself due to their gentleness and grace. If you have the magic of air, you are well sought after. You're clear with guidance. Your magic is compatible with fire and lightning and is weak to darkness and shadows. Nice. So there's telekinesis, pyromancing, shadowmancing, darkness, the light, hydromancing, aeromancing, electromancing, and terramancing. Nice. I don't think aeromancing would be too bad. I mean, it's not like the greatest power to have. I mean, I think I'd like to have something a little bit cooler, but it's definitely not terrible. Aeromancing, I think, would be kind of cool in a way, and I don't know, but it's like, you have to have a clear mind for it to be mastered. My mind is never fucking clear. Like, I don't know how I would ever possess that, but that was cool. I like that a lot. So yeah, that was the ending to this one, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you're new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and hit the bell so you're notified when I make videos. And I love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.